All right. So, on my trip to Orlando, I listened to some TED Talks because none of the movies seemed interesting to me that were available. And so I listened to these TED Talks. I've also been listening to podcasts, and I've been reading a lot of self-help books. And with all of the information that I have been digesting lately, I have come up with for myself, that you have to lean into the uncomfortable parts of your life. You can't keep trying to brush them under the rug. You have to embrace them, accept them, and learn how to live with them. I know with my dystonia, there are days when it's bad, and there are days when it's not so bad. But the days when it is bad are usually when I'm with other people, not necessarily people I know, but strangers, other people. Public speaking, oh man, I hate that. But I need to learn to lean into it. There are things, not just about my dystonia, but about myself, my personality sometimes, that I think it's too much. I can't let my true self out because it's too much. I'm too much. And I think that other people are going to be like, whoo, she's so much. But I let myself come out on the Camino walk that I did back in September, October, November, and nobody ran away. Nobody was like, woo, you're too much. I mean, Hans did say a couple times, he's like, your brain is a crazy place to live, I'm sure. But I let myself be real. I was my real self. I did things that I loved. I said things that I thought. And no one rejected me for it. Even though I was freaking scared that being vulnerable like that, letting people see your true self, I didn't feel like it was a bad thing. And I have been scared of it my whole life. I am just a little on the crazy side. And sometimes it's a little much for me. But it's hard hiding who you are your whole life. And so it was really nice to be able to express my feelings and have these deep conversations with people about real life, real feelings, real people. Being vulnerable is hard. We try everything in our life to keep from being vulnerable, everything. But vulnerability is where you actually find yourself. You have to be vulnerable. I mean, in this world, we spend money, we eat, we medicate ourselves, we self-medicate ourselves to avoid being vulnerable, to avoid those feelings of fear and hate that somebody might not like us because we're being vulnerable with who we really are. But that's where you find love and joy. That's where you find the happiness in life. And I know I'm not always doing this. Don't get me wrong. I'm not preaching this to you. Do it, but I'm saying I want to do more of it. I want to be more vulnerable. I want to not try to mask the pain, try to medicate the pain, try to buy the pain away, because then I just mask and medicate and take all the happiness out of my life. Joy is so important. And dystonia and other disorders and diseases, disabilities, take that from people. But you have to lean into the uncomfortable parts of your disability, or your dystonia, your illness, your disease, your disorder, because it's your life and you need to live it. And believe me, some of the things I do, I'm freaking scared to death to do them, but I still do them most of the time. When I jumped out of an airplane for my 40th birthday, it was my 43rd birthday. I meant to go on my 40th birthday, but I was scared. So it waited until my 43rd birthday, but I did it. And it was exhilarating. And I'm glad I did it. You know, traveling by myself on the Camino freaking scared me to death. I didn't know if I could do it. There were so many times on the Camino for the first 10 days, that I was like, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. I don't like this. I'm uncomfortable. This is freaking scary. I don't know. But it worked out. And I'm glad I persevered through it, because it was such an amazing experience. I'm glad I persevered through so many things that are difficult. I don't know. I just feel that I need to lean in to the difficulties I find in my life, to my dystonia, to my uncomfortable feelings when I'm around people I don't know, thinking, what are they thinking? Because my head is shaky. What are they thinking? What are they thinking? You know what? It doesn't matter what they're thinking, because I need to do things. I need to get out. I need to be involved. I need to be social. I need to public speak maybe, but it doesn't matter what they think, because it's my life and I need to live it. So lean into the uncomfortable parts of your life. Lean into the dystonia. Lean into the disability, because it's you. It's just the way it is. It's part of you. And no matter how much we wish it away or try to medicate it away, it's still there. It's still you. Lean into the difficult parts of your life. Lean into the uncomfortable feelings, because that's where things happen, where things change, where you learn about yourself and others. It's an amazing thing. And I'm going to work harder at doing that, because I have failed in many times of leaning into my disability, to my dystonia, to my craziness. But be yourself. Be you. Be your true self. Some people will find it too much, but you'll find the people who will appreciate you for you. Thanks for stopping by.